How to wear a suit without a necktie and look great. Gentlemen, that's the subject of today's video. You ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so before I get into the 5 things you need to pay attention to when you're going to wear a suit without a necktie, understand there are 2 general guidelines that you need to be aware of. First off, there is always a dress code. Any place you go, it may be written, it may be unwritten, but there's an expectation of the way you're going to present yourself. So if you're going to a black tie event and they send you an invitation, it's black tie, or you've been invited to a company event and it's business attire. Both of these require neckwear. Now, you can reject this and choose not to, but understand there are going to be consequences. You may not get that promotion at work. You may simply upset the host who went through all this trouble to put this black tie event together by kind of ignoring the invitation she put out. But you can pull off this look, I think, in business casual. Business casual for some people is just going to be a dress shirt with a nice pair of slacks. Other people maybe a tie with jeans with, dress pants. This depends on the environment, and it's part of the unwritten dress code, because in San Francisco it's going to be different than down in Houston, Texas, or up in New York City or Chicago, or it may be in a rural area. So you're going to have to, make that judgment, maybe look at a history, but understand there are always dress codes, and you want to make sure if you're going to wear this look of a suit without a necktie that it fits into that dress code. Guideline number 2, you want to make sure this outfit looks like it was thought out and well put together. You don't want to make it look like you wore a suit and you forgot your necktie. That's not what we're looking for here. You consciously chose not to wear the necktie. So you're going to pay attention to other parts of the outfit. And that is what we're getting into now, the 5 items that you need to pay close attention to. So the first thing you want to pay attention to when you're wearing a suit without a necktie is which suit are you going to wear. In general, you want to go towards a more casual suit. Now, you can pull off a very classic, conservative, very formal suit without a necktie, but it is something that, if not done correctly, I think it has a little bit higher risk. This suit right here, very classic, conservative. This is going to be a more formal suit. The dark color, a dark navy. We have 3 buttons. Whether it be 2 buttons or 3 buttons doesn't matter too much. But again, this is a suit. It's a jacket and a pair of trousers made from the same material. And I could wear this without a necktie, but it would be something that it may not look, it may look a little bit out of place, maybe too stark of a contrast. But I think if you're going to go casual, you're going to try to go without the necktie, start to bring in more casual suits. So this one right here, it's got the peak lapels, it's got the stripes, it's got the ticket pocket right over here. This is going to be a more fun suit, something that, yes, I could still wear with that white shirt, and this is going to look really good. Now, this suit right here, this is going to be even more casual. It's got more casual, just right here, notch lapels. And in general, though, what do we notice? It's starting to get lighter. And you notice that we've got black with white. We've got a little bit of a pattern right in here. Things like that are what we're looking for in the more casual suits. Right here. Beautiful, right? From a distance, this looks solid. But if you get up close, what I can see are 4 different colors. We've got a black, we've got 2 variations of blue, and then we've got, it's a very light blue, almost a white, very specked throughout this. This is a casual suit. Again, jacket, trousers, made from the same material. All of a sudden, because it's got a ticket pocket as well, so it's stylistically a little bit more casual. This is going to look great because this is the right suit choice, in my opinion, to look best with this more casual look. Next up, let's talk shirt choice. So what I love about the shirts I have right here, they're probably already in your wardrobe. So you most likely have a solid white dress shirt. Maybe you've got a dark navy blue shirt. If you watch my channel, you guys know this is one of my favorite shirts right here. I think it's very versatile. You've probably also got a light blue. So between these 3 shirts, they're going to actually match all of the suits I've got right here. And that's what you're looking for. I talk about this, the interchangeable wardrobe. But the white right here, because of the contrast with any of the suits here and just the history, the formality of this, this is going to be basically the dressiest way you're going to be able to take this up. Right next to that is going to be the light blue. But I do think that even the dark blue that I've got right here would still work with any of these. Maybe not so much with the navy on navy. Some guys like it. It's a very monochromatic look, and they're going to bring in color elsewhere, and they can pull that look off. But I like to have a little bit more contrast. I could wear it with this one. Maybe not so much with this one. I don't really like black and navy. Some guys try to pull this off. I definitely think it's going to work with that blue one over there. But going with a solid is going to be one of the easiest ways to incorporate the shirt when going without a necktie. Next up, let's talk about shirts with patterns, shirts with color, shirts that are going to grab attention. And without the necktie there, that's okay. It would be something if you had like a really nice necktie, it could be competing with one of these shirts. But when you wear them under the jacket and without the necktie, all of a sudden they can become the centerpiece. You could go with something very simple. This right here, again, I've got a navy shirt with a small dot repeating pattern. Doesn't really grab too much attention, and it would work pretty much with any of the suits I've got right here. All of a sudden, I bring in a pattern that grabs a bit more attention. It's got a white background, and then it's got this just like woven pattern there. A very interesting kind of a look. All of a sudden, I'm bringing in a small check, a small repeating pattern. This right here brings in a bit of color as well. It would probably work well with this one right here. All of a sudden, I'm bringing in a floral. A floral that doesn't have a whole lot of color to it. Actually has some blue, a little bit of green. That's going to work great with this one right over here. I could even pull it off with one of these two over here. It would definitely lighten up that dark navy suit that I've got. And then this one right here. This one is going to grab attention. Even when it's under a jacket, people will see that shirt. They're going to be like, wow. But it's going to be something that, yeah, would be covered and maybe wouldn't look great with a necktie. But without a necktie, this will be the center of attention. So a couple things on these shirts right here. I want you to notice the collar shape. Notice this one has a spread collar, and then this one's got closer to a point collar. So the collar points here are going to be longer, and this one right here is definitely made for a necktie. Now, you can wear it without the necktie, but you've got to worry about longer points like this because they can flap over, they can get out of control. Also, make sure that you've got collar stays. And there are companies out there, I know like Working Stiffs and other ones, that they actually make magnetic collar stays. That can work for some guys. I've also talked about companies like the $1 Million Collar that they actually make, and in this shirt I actually have it. There's a piece of plastic that runs in here that's specially made, can be ironed over, it's not going to melt on you, and that actually builds up the strength of the placket. I like this to be supported, and that's what you're looking for. So look at how it hangs, but I find that when you put the jacket over, it actually will keep, sometimes ones with longer points, it'll keep everything in place, but you're going to have to experiment. You're going to have to mix them together. You're going to have to find the look that goes for you. I do like the spread collars though. They go back a bit and they don't get in the way. So again, find what works for you. If need be, make adjustments to the shirt. Make sure it's ironed, it's pressed, and then you've got a look that you're just gonna look great whenever you pay attention to those small details. Okay, so talking about small details, number 3, let's talk about your undershirt. So do not wear a crew neck undershirt that goes up to here and you're showing this off whenever you've got this unbuttoned. We didn't also talk about this on the shirt, but your undershirt, do you want to go 1? Do you want to go 2? Depends on if you're going to show the undershirt or not. I would say it's better to keep this button buttoned if you're going to be showing your undershirt. But if you wear a V-neck like I am, you could actually bring this thing down. Now, V-neck undershirts, you're going to need to look for them. I love them because I can choose to wear them with or without. I know some of you guys that have a lot of chest hair. You wear the crew neck because, hey, you've got that Chewbacca thing going on. Because I'm not telling you that you got to go shave, you got to go manscape or anything like that. But I am saying that, okay, you don't necessarily want hair shooting out of here and all of a sudden it becoming a distraction. So pay attention to that. If you've got that issue, definitely I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments, how some of you guys are solving that. But for me, I wear the undershirt to protect my shirts, so I don't have to wash them as often and they don't get stains or anything in the pits. But I also, when I'm choosing an undershirt, I always go for the V-neck. Item number 4 to pay attention to, gentlemen, the pocket square. Always rock a pocket square when you're wearing a suit without a necktie. You don't have that color, you don't have that item bringing everything together right here, but you still want to bring in some color, especially red, maybe some pink, maybe something that complements the outfit you're wearing. This pocket square works with this look right here because it's got this little bit of blue in here. It's also got purple, it's got a pink, it's got a red, it's got a white. Overall, this is a beautiful pocket square that I picked up over a decade ago, and I love how it just works with so many different items out there. I love paisley pocket squares. I love pocket squares that actually have different, scenes in them. This pocket square right here, doesn't that gold look great? And it works with the outfit. I could fold it in a variety of ways. And guys, I'm going to link to a support article down in the description of this video. And over there, I'm going to link you over to all these different ways, these infographics on different ways to fold a pocket square if you need that information. Item number 5, let's talk about shoes. So when you're wearing a casual suit, you want to have fun with the shoes, especially when you're not wearing that necktie. Again, because we don't have the necktie as the center point, we can start to draw people's attention down to the footwear. And people always look at the shoes, so you might as well have fun with it. Now, if you want to go with something classic, conservative, you don't want to change things up too much, you can still go with a closed lacing system. And all of a sudden you go, this right here, very classic, very formal, but it's the contrasting leather, slight contrast here, which all of a sudden sends the signal there's something unique about those. There's something very dressy, something very attractive. You want to have a little bit more fun. All of a sudden you go with an open lacing system, which is going to be less formal, more casual. We have brogue right in here, which a brogue design is basically where they have perforations in the leather. This is more casual. We've got this contrast. We've got a blue suede right here mixed with the dark, rich brown leather. All of a sudden, this beautiful pair of shoes right here. Or you can even have fun with a different design. So something like here, we've got a double monk boot. And you look at something, it's just beautiful. This is where you can have fun. You can really let your footwear shine when you're wearing a suit without a necktie. All right, gents, so that's how you wear a suit without a necktie, and you look great doing it. Now, I didn't talk about watches, I didn't talk about cufflinks, I didn't talk about lapel pins, I didn't talk about boutonnieres, and how you can work those into this type of outfit and still look great. When it comes down to it, I think when you go without the necktie, it just allows you to bring forth and really accentuate and have fun with some of the other items that you're trying to pull off. But remember those 2 guidelines. Pay attention to dress codes and make sure it looks like you did this on purpose. You didn't just forget your necktie. These rules are just the starting point. They're going to get you going. So I want to hear from you guys down in the comments how you pull off this look, what some of your favorite looks are, maybe some of the colors of your suits, maybe what you put together as your combinations, because I love learning from you. You guys know so much, and I've really appreciated the community we've built here at Real Men Real Style. If you want to interact with me and some of the other guys, because I know this was a question over in my free Facebook group, I'm linking to it down in the description. I'm also linking to my website, Real Men Real Style, where you got a podcast. Yes, we've got a podcast with almost 100 episodes. We've got a free app. We've got over 100 infographics. I've got over 2,000 articles, and I've got a premium course which you can go through. This is the only course you will ever have to take on men's style, and you will have a great solid foundation. So if you're looking for any of that, go check it out at my website, which I'm linking to down in the description. That's it, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.